YouTube, we are going into the top 8 of a $1,000 qualifier, $50 prize support, free entry if you are subbed on Twitch or YouTube member joined. These are the tournaments that I provide, the big 1,000 and the qualifiers for them every Monday and Sunday and what time they are ran. We're going to be opening this up if you all want me to. You want in and you can't get in, you could sub on Twitch or you could click join on YouTube. Then in the Discord, in the 1K meme tournament on Mondays, we're going to post the Duel or My D. You grab the Duel or My D, you hop in. You could even hop in during the tournament and play. Then the top 8 play. They play out for money. And this is the $1,000 qualifier tournament channel. You click on this link, you sign up. It is no entry fee if you're subbed or joined. So you could hop in, even if you might not show up. All is well. Hajime, top 8. Let's go.
There can only be one winner. And you're looking at it. Let's go.
Lampsies, we're going to maxi right away. Now, if we cross out Designate, then we get Ash Blossom, but he doesn't have Ash Blossom, so it pays off. Let's go. He does have Impermanence. Now, if you imperm the Dooley-Doo from searching, you could just make another and then get the effect attribute itself to then add 2 cards in the graveyard back to the hand. Now, the goal of the deck is to end the turn with a set fusion spell and a Prank Kid Pranks. If the Dooley-Doo gets negated, then you're not going to be able to get the pranks. You're going to have to prioritize the fusion spell. So we're going to now make another Dooley-Doo. We're going to randomly draw a card, probably banishing our Effect Veiler. Banish Effect Veiler, draw into another Effect Veiler. What the hell was that? Come forth and summon Anaconda. All right. You stopped me. I now make Anaconda instead into DPE. Non-targeting pop. The great thing about Effect Veiler, where Ash Blossom is faulted, the Ash Blossom is once per turn. The Effect Veiler's not. You could Veiler, double Veiler, 2 Veilers, great. Pot of D, draw 2. Ecclesia. Now, he's not drawing off the Ecclesia. Oh, this is not good. Do not do this. If they special summon Ecclesia, then you are too late to use Max C. Do not Max C. When do you Max C? When they activate the Ecclesia, you chain the Max C, so now you could draw. So now, you didn't get to draw on Ecclesia summon, and you're not drawing again. But he's still going to cross out Designate. Even though the Max C was not used correctly, he's still going to negate it, because he plans on further special summoning. Revealing the Proto, summon a token, Effect Veiler, negate. He's still got Taya. He can normal summon the Taya, but he's got another Effect Veiler negate. He could also DPE pop it. Alrighty. Ooh, Protos. Protos, by banishing 3 different attributes, come forth and summon. The Effect Veiler is going to negate the Protos from destroying the DPE. And then DPE would not be able to be summoned next turn. Now, DPE cannot destroy the Protos until now. Now it can. This card's indestructible, but it's negated. He's going to pop it while he still can. Very good. Wiping out the Protos. DPE. Activate. Now, Prank Kids, he's going to get Nibiru'd. He's going to play right into Nibiru. Now, how do you play around Nibiru? You have to make Anaconda after being Nibiru'd, but he already used the Anaconda. So he's going to take a big fat Nibiru. The DPE could pop itself before the Nibiru tributes it, so he will still have DPE. We're on summon number 2, summon number 3, summon number 4, summon number 5. This is it. Nibiru. He's going to wait, see what he sends if he summons. Summons. He's not Nibiruing yet. Celestial, draw 2. What? No Nibiru. No Nibiru. Main phase 2 Nibiru. Okay. 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 Bro, you took 4,500 damage and then you Nibiru? Okay. All right, we waited on Nibiru. Got a tiny token. DPE is going to be activating to summon during the next turn. We have 2 disruptions. Now, Call of the Grave can negate the Taya in the graveyard if there is one. There is not. DPE going to wipe out the Nibiru, taking out the field spell. Goodbye to Nibiru. Taya going to be negated by the Impermanence. Negate. And the DPE could take out the Taya, then attack directly. with the token plus DPE for game. Praz Ashley, I take full credit for that. Thank you for officially shooting laser beams with me. We have Emergence, going to chain Max C to the Emergence. We're going to Ash Blossom, negate the Max C. Let's swap up the player scores. Main Ella DeShotgun, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you. Night of Temptation. Legendary as always, buddy. Stay awesome. My favorite streamer. Thank you so much for the 17 months. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you all for the love and support. Ecclesia is a really good card to use your Ash Blossom on. Generally, you don't have a good Ash Blossom use against Swordsoul. We're going to make Grandmaster. Grandmaster gets Searchin. We're going to Chain Link block with the Mo Yi. You can't get Gamma'd. You can't get Ash Blossomed. Yeah, that's it. Prank Kids get stopped by Ash Blossom. But if the Prank Kid eats the Ash Blossom, then you get to follow up with Fusion Destiny. Very good. Now, a very good way to play around the Ash Blossom would be the Field Spell. If your opponent controls a monster and you have the Field Spell will Chain Link block your Prank Kids from being Ash Blossomed. We're going to discard a Prank Kid card to summon a token. We're going to make the token into a Link Spider to make an Anaconda. The Anaconda will be negated by Grandmaster, and the Fusion Destiny will be negated by the Baron de Fleur. We're on summon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 summons before we can Nibiru. One more summon, it's 5. And Baron de Fleur negates. And because Baron de Fleur negates the activation, if he had another Fusion Destiny, he could activate the other one. So if he used Baron on the Prank Kid and Ash Blossom on the Fusion Destiny, then he could not activate another Fusion Destiny. Pranking it up. Don't have to worry about the Ash Blossom. We could Veiler, the Dooley-Doo, then he could probably go into DPE. He's got Impermanence also. Impermanent Veiler. So he can negate the Dooley-Doo and negate the Anaconda, but he's got Fusion Destiny, which he could follow up after being negated. He also has a cross-out Designate. Whether he plays Impermanence or Veiler, he will be able to negate it. Does he play Veiler? Is he willing to negate Veiler with the cross-out Designate? No. He's going to let it go. Now, he stopped him from searching for a Fusion Spell or the Prank Kid Pranks, but the green Prank will send that card to the graveyard anyway, and then Dooley-Doo could add it from the graveyard back to the hand as we summon a second non-negated Dooley-Doo. He cannot activate the search again, but he could still tribute himself to add 2 cards in the graveyard back to the hand. Drawing into an Ash Blossom with the Prank Kid's Earth, Imperm negating, follow up Fusion Destiny into DPE. Very good. Now he can't tribute to add his cards back, and he don't care. He held on to the cross-out Designate. Holding it for maybe he could negate Called by the Grave now. So when the DPE goes to the graveyard and he tries to negate by Called by the Graving, he will have the negate for the negate. Or he could negate the Ash Blossom. If you hold cross-out for the Called by the Grave, he let himself get Impermanenced. He let himself get Veilered. He held on a cross-out Designate to stop the Called by the Grave. Negate the Pot of D. Be gone. Very good. He can make a Grandmaster. The DPE could disrupt it by popping the Mo Yi or the token. It's exactly what he's going to do. Pop it himself plus the token. And that's a scoop. That's how you beat Swordsoul with Prank Kids. All right, we're going to Dino, Misk, and Oviraptor. Oviraptor searching for the baby, and the Misk is going to summon the Archosaur, popping the baby. We have no hand traps whatsoever, so we're going to do the full combo. The full combo is going to end on an Apollo USA, a Borreload Savage Dragon, a non-targeting flip the whole field face down with the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. We're going to have a Lagia or a Dolka. Now, he does have Droplet, but that's 4 monsters he has to Droplet. He has to discard his entire hand to Droplet. Full Droplet. If you Droplet your Tenki will get negated. He's going to Ash Blossom the Tenki. Now, Tenki stays on the field, so Droplet can be used with Tenki. Caress, discard. Okay. So the Caress is trying to summon. He could Droplet, send the other Caress, send Nerval to negate Lagia, negate Apollo, negate Borreload, and then UCT could still flip him down. He doesn't have enough. Bro, that's only 3. I think he had to send everything. If he sent everything, well, I think it's okay because he still has an additional summon, but Nerval's going to activate for a monster he could normal summon. So what is he going to negate? Ooh, he leaves up Lagia. Lagia cannot negate a monster effect. This is actually really smart. Very smart. Nerval gonna search. Kick gonna chain link block. We're gonna max C, but we're not chaining to a special summon. Lagia cannot negate anything that's going on here. So if the Kras could deal with the Lagia, then we're good. Great, 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 great. Great play. Triple negated, Lagia left up. Lagia can negate an inherent special summon or a normal summon. So it cannot negate this. This is an effect to special summon. Effect to special summon, effect to banish, and Lagia can't do anything. Goodbye. If that was a Dolka, then it would have still been chain link blocked. Well, no, it would have negated the Kras to summon it, so the Dolka would have been better. Dolka would have been better than Lagia in this position. Kit's going to summon. The Farragut's going to summon the Kit. Are these the same people? Is Farragut and Kit different? Rugal. Now be careful with the Bear Brum. If you want to summon the DPE, you cannot send the Bear Brum to the graveyard, search for Revolt, because then you're locked into Tri-Brigade monsters only. And with no cards in your hand, you can't search for the Revolt anyway. They're sisters. Oh my Jesus. Anaconda going in for game. What the hell, mate? The miscellaneous source could protect the UCT from being destroyed by the access code talker, but when you chain, wait, you can't chain miss to it. He had to miss early. He had to miss early. Or no, he could miss now. On the resolution of the access code talker, he could miss. But he could chain the Double Dragon Lords. Grab Revolt, return Revolt. Now we're locked in a Tri-Brigade for no reason, okay? He knows, very good. But he could chain the Double Dragon Lords to return the UCT. Come back. This is where you could activate another miscellaneous source. If you had double, you could use both of them in the same chain link. But he don't have double. And he does not have lethal. This is not 8,000 damage. Pop, pop, pop. That's a fat, that's a fat hand, boy. That's a fat hand. Let's go. Non-lethal. Pankratops. Tripping itself, taking out the access code talker. He actually had game, I think. He had game. He chained the Double Dragon Lords in the main phase when he should have used it in the battle phase. Access code talker, do not destroy Apollo, attack over it, then tribute the access code talker, return UCT, then Double Dragon Lords and the other monster attack for game. Nuts. He could wait. The Misk will only protect him in the main phase. Only the main phase is he protected. The battle phase he's not protected. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, the coolest boss monster, I think, in Master Duel. I think so. Attack everything. Send a defense monster to the graveyard, deal 1,000. Freaking nuts. And just like that, Dombrowski taking a game 1 victory. Fusion Destiny right away. Ash Blossom's going to negate the Fusion Destiny. Now, Fusion Destiny, it's a part of the effect that you can only summon Dark Hero monsters, so it being negated does not restrict you, but we had no play anyway. Misk is going to protect us from the Droplet, the Imperm, and the Ash. You need to Ash, negate the miscellaneous source in the graveyard. That is ideal. It is not protected. But we have Archosaur plus Petite. Holy moly, mate. Grab the double evolution pill. Petite's going to activate Come Forth and Summon OV Raptor. OV Raptor is going to send a Giant Rex to the graveyard. Very interesting. Making a Linkuriboh. Double evolution pill, banishing the Giant Rex and the Ash Blossom. Come Forth and Summon. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Triggering the effect of the Giant Rex to summon onto the field. The Giant Rex cannot attack directly. So we are going to exceed into a Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon can pop a back row card. Droplet be gone. Nightmare Phoenix. Pop in the Impermanence. Imperm, negate. Now, do we have 8,000 damage? We do have a UCT in the hand. Double UCT, 7,000 plus the Phoenix, double back row wipe, miscellaneous negate, Played through an Ash Blossom. And Dinos is going to the top 4. Let's go. Misk is nuts. Uni Zombie's going to send a zombie from the deck to the graveyard. The Banshee's going to be able to play a zombie world from the deck. We're going to discard the Doom King, Baled Rock, because it could summon onto the field if there's a field spell during the standby phase. We have Rivalry of Warlords, which will make it so all non-zombies could not be summoned. But the Call by the Grave is going to banish the Doom King. Rivalry states that you're only going to be able to summon a zombie monster. So even though you're going to become a zombie because of Zombie Worlds, you can't summon any non-zombies. You're locked up. There can only be one zombie on the field, and you can't summon any non-zombies. Now, the there can only be one will also restrict him to only one zombie allowed on the field. Cursed Eldlich grabbing the Guardian. Block him off. 1500 defense. Now, Virtual Worlds are really good against Floodgates if they got Chuchi. Where is the Chuchi? We're going to send both monsters to the graveyard to come forth and summon Vampire Sucker. Vampire Sucker states that if a zombie is special summoned from either graveyard, draw 1 card. So destroy the monster by battle, then summon it back in the field, then draw a card. Pot E, only usable at the start of the main phase 1. Banishing the Guardian, grabbing an Eldlich. Killing himself to the Vampire Sucker so that he can summon Lulu. Lulu could grab the Chuchi. Chuchi could start popping. Sending Chuchi to grab Lily? Okay, that's not searching Chuchi. Draw a card from Vampire Sucker. We got the city. We got it. We got the Kowloon City. We got the Chuchi. Chuchi could pop the Rivalry. Could pop the Skill Drain. Could pop the There Can Only Be One. The Cursed Eldlich could search for an Eldlich that could send the Chuchi to the graveyard. GG into There Can Only Be One. There can only be one zombie on the field. Locked into one zombie. Now, because you're a zombie in the graveyard, you could summon from the graveyard under the Rivalry. You can't summon from the hand. Pada E. Draw 2, drawing in a Trap Trick and Solemn Strike. Cursed Eldlich grabbing the Eldlich. Eldlich is going to have to deal with that Chuchi. Chuchi, if he had enough cards banished, which he did not, he needed one more card banished to deal with the There Can Only Be One, but he dealt with it himself. There can only be one zombie. He doesn't want to be restricted by his own card. Come forth. Double Eldlich with the Vampire Sucker. We're going in, not lethal. But it is lethal if he randomly did not banish the Gustav Cannon. Did he banish the Gustav Cannon? Draw a card from the Vampire Sucker. Set. Another Rivalry. We got Skill Drain. We have Dimensional Barrier. We could turn off Synchros. We could Solemn Strike, negate any monster effect. He's done. There's no way. Qinglong banish and search. Whatever he searches, he can't summon. He can't activate it. He can't do it. It's illegal. After realizing that, he is scooping it up. Starting off with the Chuchi. Very good. Very bad. What the heck was that? That sucked. The Chuchi's not even live. It's dead. It's dead Chuchi. No effect face down. This is garbage. Ash Blossom. Negate the Cursed Eldlich from searching. Oh boy, it's not good. Cursed Eldlich dealing with the dead Chuchi. Even more dead. Now it is actually dead. Sending the Banshee to the graveyard, which will be able to play a Zombie World onto the field. Zombie World plus Skill Drain. We got the Golden Land Forever to negate. Now, the Golden Land Forever cannot negate an already face-up Chuchi. We are under Max C, drawing into an E-Telly. We still don't have a play. What? Now, the thing about Skill Drain versus Virtual World is you could still activate all your effects under the Skill Drain. The Lulu you could summon a full field. You're still okay versus Skill Drain. Baled Rock is here. If you activate a zombie effect, we will banish a monster on the field, or we will negate. Virtual World City Qualu negated by the Golden Land Forever, knowing that once he has a face-up Chuchi, he cannot negate it. E-teleport into the GG. GG, Nyan in the graveyard's gonna summon. So it's already activating as a non-zombie. So what he had to do is he had to chain the Banshee earlier. If he used Banshee earlier, then the Doom King would be able to chain to this. But the Doom King is still chaining. Doom King could chain to the Banshee to banish. But is not. Okay. Doesn't need to. I don't need to do it. GG target, come forth and summon Solemn Strike, negate the GG. What are you afraid of, man? You got Skill Train, you got Doom King. Everything's a zombie. If a zombie activates, you could negate or banish. Chuchi boosts up the level, come forth and Shokan into Shen Shen. Nyan return Chuchi back into the deck. It's not a zombie when it's banished. Not attacking into anything. Because the Doom King will just come back during the next standby phase. Doom King knowing it will come back during next standby phase. Did he just not attack with the Golden Boy? What? Doom King come back onto the field. We're going to draw phase, Haquero, banish the Shen Shen, then summon the Doom King. This is overkill. Golden Land negate anything? He hasn't even flipped up skill drain. He's BMing his opponent. He's taking the no skill drain challenge. This is now personal. He wants to show his opponent that I could beat you without skill drain. I don't even need skill drain. Lethal damage, refused to flip up his skill drain and still won. Going to the top 4. Despia Shadoll in the top 8 against Eldlich. Invoker, grab Invocation. We're going to link off the Invoker into an Almirage or an Artemis. Artemis is cheaper and only 1 card from your extra deck. You're going to banish the Artemis. Or we're going to make a Kaliga? What the heck? Not making Makaba. Squamata being sent to the graveyard is going to send a Schism. Invocation, grab the Invoker back to the hand. We have committed to our normal summon. Kaliga says only 1 monster effect and only 1 attack, but it does not matter. We're going to make an Anaconda. Anaconda into DPE. DPE could pop the back row. He's going to set up. If he could randomly pop I mean, there's too many. All his cards are good. There's not enough to pop. There's too much to pop. Holy shite, there's 5 cards to pop. I feel like you should have popped, or it didn't matter because the DPE would die in the end phase from the Fusion Destiny. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter. Shite. Dragon Prison in the draw phase, steal the DPE, preventing him from DPEing again. He did snipe the skill drain, but I'm not celebrating because he's screwed still. Is he screwed though? He YOLO popped Gozen Match, and he YOLO popped skill drain. Holy shite. He YOLO randomly popped both of the floodgates. Now we're celebrating. Solemn Strike, negate the Invoker. The DPE is negated, so he's not going to be able to get poppin'. Dasher, Tribute, Anaconda to get boosted. To get his DPE back in. Hey, what are you doing, cheater? You cannot activate. I don't think so, mate. Activate our own DPE to come back. Holy moly, Maximilian, I think, is going to win this. Why not battle phase and then attack for 22? Keck, wait. I guess it doesn't matter. He's going to be summoning an Eldlich anyway. Maxi draw 1 off of that Eldlich. Pot of P, we digging. Digging for Solemn. Where are the floodgates at? No floodgates. No floodgates. The final card. Imperial Order? No, we can't do that. Haquero's going to be able to banish the DPE from the grave, but how do we get DPE into the grave? The DPE is keeping Eldlich in check. DPE, pop and Winda. Winda is only indestructible by card effects from your opponent. Adding Schism after being destroyed. We battled. Smacking him for 25. Make sure you use your once per turn DPE to get pop and get that pop. Pop in the Fusion Destiny, taking out the Torrential Tribute. Draws into Imperial Order after shuffling it back in the deck. Holding on to Imperial Order instead of Haquero. Eldlich is indestructible by battle and card effect, but if you were to Schism into a light monster, the Schism states that you can send a monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. Send to the graveyard one monster your opponent controls with the same attribute. So if he had a light monster in the graveyard, he could have done it. Does he have a light monster? He does not. He does. He did have it. He could have sent the Eldlich to the graveyard. He could have. By making Construct. It's okay. He's going to take the hit to the face. Ouch. It's only main phase he could have Schismed. Grabbing the Elixir to summon an Eldlich from the deck or grave. Or Doom King. Branded Opening. Come back DPE. Both of his Haquero's gone. He could have banished the DPE from the graveyard. Now we're summoning the Construct. Now we're going to send the Eldlich to the graveyard that's indestructible. Send it. Construct send from the deck to the graveyard, sending an Aerial. Aerial, banish. Eldlich, Haquero, and that's it. You could banish up to 3. There wasn't anything else to banish? Correction. It is either player having the extra deck monster to summon the Knighted, but the Dogmatika will only negate if you have another Dogmatika. Summoning Eldlich from the deck. DPE, get poppin', taking out the Schism. Construct cannot attack directly, but it don't matter. Lethal damage, Maximilian taking game 1. We have no Floodgate. No Floodgate, mate. Foolish Burial, sending the Hedgehog. Search your deck for a Shadoll. Solemn Strike, negating a Hedgehog? That's nuts. What the hell? He can't stop the grass. The grass is coming. The grass is coming. He's milling a ton of cards. Activating Squamata to send a Shadoll. Wendy to summon a Shadoll from the deck face down. Wait, that's it? Did you lose your ability to summon DPE? I don't think so. I think he's still got enough. He's going to summon a Beast. Beast on flip is going to draw 2 discard. He's going to Dragon, try to destroy the Dragon Prison, which he will do. He's going to chain Dragon Prison to special summon a monster from the graveyard. And he will be drawing off of the Maxi just 1. Okay. Grab the Kaiju. Wait, what happened? Whoa. Effect resolution. Target a monster, special summon it to your field, but its effects are negated. Why did it not go through? Chain, target Kaiju. The Kaiju not... What happened? Why can't the Kaiju be summoned? Did I miss something? The Eldlich locked him into zombie-type monsters. He blocked his own Kaiju steal. The Eldlich says you cannot special summon except zombie-type monsters if you activate this. He locked himself out. Construct is going to send a Schism. Construct in the extra monster zone can be sent to the graveyard for a Gravity Controller, which could add the Schism back to the hand. Sending Haquero to grab the Eldlich, 3,500 attack, indestructible by battle. Construct destroys at the start of the damage step, but will not be able to destroy. That's going to be doing nothing. Construct grab the Schism. Schism, come to me. We're going to summon double Eldlich, so we're ready to negate with the Golden Land forever. Negate and pop. The trap trick could grab a Dimensional Barrier, which was used in the YCS. Not popping a back row in the end phase. He could hold on to the Conquistador for the Schism. As soon as he flips up Schism, he could chain Conquistador, pop it. Branded Opening is going to be negated by Golden Land forever, attempting to special summon a Despia onto the fields, which would not really do... You could have just attacked over it. I guess you really want to stop the search. Conquistador. Tributing's okay because he could just resummon the Eldlich for bigger attack. All right, sounds good. Conquistador get pop in. Eldlich in the graveyard, 25, 35. Send Conquistador, come forth. Not quite lethal. He's got 6,000 damage. Is this Haquero activatable? It's not. Not enough for game? Trap trick? banishing Torrential Tribute to grab Torrential Tribute? What? What? Gustav Max! Holy moly! Pop him for 2K! Fool! YouTube, the third game between Maximilian and Clyde Strife has either disappeared or Maximilian thought that losing game 2 was losing the whole match. Or he honorable Sudoku because he can't handle losing a single game against Eldlich. So the underdog Maximilian, I only see 2 duels, and he's gone. And that was the top 8. Stay tuned for the top 4. Let's go.